Let's talk The Walking Dead Season 6, Daryl Dixon, and who kidnapped him. Listen, Deadheads, you guys already know, I think Episode 2 is going to take place with what happens at Alexandria while our group is away, and then the story or the timelines are going to sync up. Now, as far as Daryl is concerned, we did see him kind of leading the pack as far as the massive horde of walkers is concerned. Now, some of them are breaking away. Things are going wrong. So it's likely that something goes wrong and Daryl tries to fix it. We do see Abraham tries to call him back. Now, saying something goes wrong, we're kind of just guessing at this point, because obviously if it all falls apart, there's no reason for Daryl to maneuver those walkers away. However, what if Daryl can maneuver, or he thinks he can maneuver, or he believes he is, a large group of walkers still? That's at least a massive group they don't have to deal with. So it's kind of like, okay, we lost half of them, but Daryl can still get half of them away from Alexandria. And I do believe it might be that angle. Abraham tells him, no, don't do it. Daryl goes off and does it. The reason I'm bringing this up, though, is because Rick already told Daryl, I don't want to recruit anybody else. Daryl said, well, I don't feel that way. I think we should. And they didn't really go into anything else after that, so I believe that they're not recruiting. Besides, Daryl has the sleeveless shirt on, and then when he's on the bike, when he's leading the herd, he has that jacket on. Later when we see him with the... Get out of here, you fucking gnat! Later when we see him with the maybe Dwight, he has his long jacket on again, and then afterwards he has the sleeveless with a cut on his head. So I am thinking that he actually does break off from this mission for whatever reason, and he comes across those characters, the maybe Dwight. Now, it does look like he comes across them and he puts his crossbow up. Now, maybe when he does that, he gets slugged from behind and he wakes up tied up. And the people are like, listen, we're going to kill you. But then we have to kind of wonder, why do they take Daryl with them? You know what I mean? Because we do see Daryl tied up and he's walking along with that little mini group. That mini group is hiding from somebody. They don't want to shoot Daryl, at least the way I'm perceiving it, because they don't want to make noise, because the person they're hiding from could be out there. Maybe a search party, maybe they have an outpost that's close, hint, hint, saviors, if this is the direction they're going. So I personally believe that Daryl, in fact, does break off from this, and he might not even be in No Way Out because of this. This is the point of the discussion that I want to have with you guys right now in that comment section. Is I do believe at the point Daryl breaks away from this current storyline is right now with guiding this herd away from Alexandria. Now, if that's the case, he's going to miss not only No Way Out, but most definitely the Wolves, which should make a lot of comic book fans happy. Also, it should make a lot of Daryl fans happy, because now we get some kind of Daryl-centric scenes, at least maybe even an episode of him breaking away and then meeting these new characters. So I want to hear your thoughts and opinions about this. How do you feel about this? Do you think it's forced if they're moving Daryl's storyline away from the comic book material? Me being a huge comic book fan, I think it's a very smart decision, because you do gotta put these characters in, and you have a huge cast now, and when you're doing something based off of work, you do want to add some of that shit from the work. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to base it off the work and completely change everything, what is the point of basing it? Just make a completely different zombie show. That's the way I feel about it. So I do believe they have to stick with some of the source material, at least some of it. So taking Daryl onto a side story just for the Wolves and maybe part of No Way Out, in my book, I think it's a good idea. Tell me what you think about Daryl leaving this storyline here, doing his own thing for a little bit, while we have two big scenes go down. That is, two big storylines, the Wolves and No Way Out going down in Alexandria. Put your thoughts, opinions, and predictions for that in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.